As I started building my coal bin to hold 4 tons of rice coal and have a convenient way of coal delivery, I decided to document some of the work with pictures and plan to share it with others. One of the sides is the wall of my garage. The rest had to be built up. You can see I used 4x4 treated lumber post, 8 feet long, and sunk into the ground 2 feet. The bottom portion of the bin would not be sitting on the ground. 3 cinders block are supporting the bin in the middle, and in turn they rest on other cinder blocks dug into the ground. The bottom portion is made up of 2x4 pieces. There are 9 pieces to each side of the V shape, spaced 1 foot apart and cut at 25-degree angle. They form a channel where they meet for the discharge pipe to be placed. The channel is made up of 2 2x6 pieces with another 4x4 piece sandwiched in between. Here's a closer look at the combination of all 3 pieces. Here's a look inside the bin after the inside lining shell was placed against the wooden chassis. What you see are mostly discarded outside covers of water heaters. The top sectional pieces are very important to be placed. Since the coal is in the form of gravel and subjected to shake and vibration, it behaves like liquids and will cause a lot of pressure to be put on both sides of the bin. Therefore, these sections will prevent it from splitting. Now you see the discharge pipes, inside of which the auger will be placed, and you can also see the holes placed every 6 inches along the entire pipe, and that's where the coal will enter into the pipe to be discharged at one end as the auger will start turning. In this picture you no longer see the holes in the pipe because the holes are oriented toward the bottom. The pipe has a handle from the outside where you can rotate the orientation of the holes. This way you can prevent the weight of the coal to be placed on the auger. Now we have the coal bin full of coal. There's approximately a little over 9,000 pounds of coal inside this thing. Here's the auger motor placed on the opposite side of the coal bin and ready to push all the coal through the pipe. The roof was made up of leftover metal roofing material along with tubing from umbrellas, and I have forgot to mention that most of the material made for the entire project cost was a little bit over $60 since everything else was either used lumber or used material. Now here we are with the coal bin full, and we're going to do our test by filling up 1 bucket in here. To fill up 1 bucket normally takes just around 1 minute. Now we have the valve in here. As you can see, the handle next to the bucket is in a closed position, so right now there is no coal inside the pipe to be pushed by the auger, and as soon as we start it, it may be a little bit loud since there no coal inside it, made some echo sounds, and once it starts to quiet down, and it will fill up the bucket just in around 1 minute. Now I always empty it. This way the following day I start with nothing but air inside the pipe. It makes it easier so nothing would freeze, especially in the winter. Since we don't want to start this thing with a frozen coal inside it, it may prevent the auger from turning. So here now I will go all the way to where the bucket is. It's very simple, just to flip the switch on. And initially, as you can see, there is no coal coming out of the pipe, because what I call the valve is actually closed. Right now there's nothing but air in that pipe. We have to allow the coal to go inside the pipe for the auger to push it out. So what I will do, I will lift the valve out here. So here we go. And in no time this thing will fill up. And just before it fills up all the way to the top, like once it reaches around right here, and that's the time to shut the valve off. This doesn't take long to fill up at all. This way you can just carry it back to your stove. And you can see it's pretty quiet right now. And you can, as the coal gets lower and lower, you can raise this one up. It actually goes faster. So right around now, I will have to shut this off. And now it's in the process of emptying the rest of the coal from the pipe. And you can see all the coal now is coming out. Now once you do that, the following day it will be very easy to start because there's nothing left in there but the air. You can actually look through the tube from one side to the other. You can see light on the other side. I'll just cut it off. And here we have a full bucket of coal. You can see. And that doesn't take long.